Hey guys, welcome back to Cultivation with Christy. I'm Christy. I've noticed, and I've said in many videos, that the chamomile is ready to be harvested. So I got my little bucket, which obviously I don't need for a tiny little bit of chamomile, but this plant here is chamomile. I believe this is German chamomile. Some of these flowers are a little past needing to be harvested. You want to harvest them when the flowers are full out and open. If you move your face, move, go. You're gonna go inside. If you harvest them, or if you have some that are overripe, like these are seeds. So if you dump these in your pot, they're gonna come back. All the chamomile will come back. But if you pick the chamomile, more will grow. So if you have some that are past ripe, where the flowers are not fully out, like this, then you can just pick them and put them in the soil and you'll have more. But the ones that are fully out here are the ones I'm wanting to harvest from and put it in my basket. Chamomile, I'm pretty sure most people know, if you're a tea drinker, that chamomile is very good for sleep, for calming. You can create a really nice routine of calming by drinking a cup of chamomile tea in the evenings or any time of the day. You can just get in to the groove of creating a space for your mind to calm, and associating that with a chamomile tea will help you calm in the future. So say every night you go to bed with chamomile tea, and that's when you're winding down and you're resting for the evening. Well, anytime after that, after you have created that habit, chamomile can create that calming effect outside of the bedtime routine. Chamomile is also really soothing on the skin. So like I said with the Tulsi or the holy basil, you can soak this in oil and get a oil for your skin. You can also take the tea, if you have a tea bag that you have steeped your tea in. If you have a sty or something like that in your eye, you can take the tea bag and place that over your eye, and it'll help reduce the swelling and clear up that sty in your eye. Chamomile is pretty easy to grow. You just have to get the timing right. And I have had problems with that over the last couple of years. Like this year, this one volunteered. So the seeds, like I just showed you, dropped into the soil and it came back on its own. Usually after you had chamomile once, you'll have it forever. But the ones I sowed in the garden over there, and we'll walk over there in a little bit. Well, probably not, because I already got the flowers off of that. There was 2 flowers. But that I sowed a little late. I put the seeds down later than these that were coming up. So I'm probably not going to get much out of the big garden. But if I have enough to drop seeds, it'll come back in the right timing next year. To dry chamomile, all you're going to do is lay out the flowers flat somewhere. The same way I have the rest of my herbs currently that I showed you the other day. We put the basil after I made the tea. It's pretty easy herb, very fragrant. It has a lemony, or not lemony, a vanilla type flavor. It takes quite a bit of chamomile flowers to do anything with, but the more chamomile you plant or the seeds drop, the more flowers you'll have in the future. Chamomile is generally a cooler weather crop, so it started in early February where I am, and it'll harvest early summer or harvest through early summer. And like I said, the more you pick it, the more will come back. So it's a good herb to have. I was able to harvest enough last year off of one big old bush. Now, something I learned with chamomile is you want to plant more than one seed. So one seed gives you this tiny little bushy thing, but you want to plant a bunch of them close together to get a big bush of chamomile. And these are a little leggy, they're a little long because they had to stretch for the sun being in the green stalk, but that's okay. This is a super short video, but I saw the chamomile and I desperately needed to harvest so more flowers will grow. If you think of anything else with chamomile or have any questions, let me know, guys. Till next time.